appreciate your time and your gratitude. But today, man, today I'm not feeling okay because there's a fight happening in the Middle East. So let me fill you into the story, man. Gaza is responding to rockets that are being launched by the Palestinian military. And you ask me why they're fighting. They're fighting because the humans began firing missiles towards Israel on Monday evening after the militant group issued that the ultimate to Israel police force should leave the Al-Aqsa Moscow complex and other areas in the city or else face attack. Wow, man. Like, I'm gonna watch the video with you guys to see what damage it did to the city and the people that live there. And trust me, guys, this is not a laughing matter. We're just gonna see what happened in the fighting.
Gaza, a call to prayer is drowned out by the deafening roar of Israeli airstrikes. This one targeted a Hamas security compound. Another pummeled a bank affiliated with the Islamic militant group. Israel coordinates these strikes from above and on the ground where troops have amassed along the border. It says it only targets members of Hamas. But today, more civilians became victims. 32 children are among more than 130 people killed in Gaza since Monday. Another 10,000 have been displaced. Their reality gives new meaning to misery.
Hamas must understand that shooting rockets into Israel is unacceptable, and ultimately it hurts them more than it hurts us.
But it hasn't stopped.
Yes, man. Like, you cannot fight. No, man. You cannot fight anything using violence. No, violence is not the way, people. Like, innocent people are dying out there. And worst of all, you're doing this during the pandemic. Like, we already suffered a loss. Now you're increasing the numbers.
This rocket blowing up an oil tank in the southern Israeli city of Ashdod is just one of hundreds fired by Hamas militants from Gaza just in the last 24 hours. As with each day, the conflict intensifies and broadens to more fronts. Across Israel, Arab and Jewish neighbours are turning on each other. A mob firebombed this 12-year-old Arab boy's family home in the town of Jaffa. Jewish schools and religious sites have been desecrated, while long-held tensions have
Like, I feel like now, like, our differences should not make us fight. They should make us unite because we're different. I don't know what to say, people. Like, I really am out of words. Violence. Wow.
erupted into deadly confrontations right across the Israeli-occupied West Bank.
A lot of conversations we have may happen behind the scenes because that may be the most appropriate way to de-escalate the situation on the ground.
But the conflict is now spilling across the border into countries where anti-Israeli sentiment runs deep, making those attempts to defuse the worst fighting in years all the more difficult. Adam Gleeson for 10 News First.
Yo. I feel like this is not right, people. Like, our role in this point now is to hope and pray that everything will get back to normal, because we can't afford all these losses of people, innocent people dying. And like, and secondly, violence is not the way to solve a conflict. In this fight, I'm basically sure that it's not nice living in a country where there's always fights, because my father says when he was born they were still fighting, and now he's getting old, they're still fighting. Like, a lot of blood has been spilled. Like, people, and that is it for Our reaction today. Nah, it's not right, man. It's not right. It's not right. It's definitely not right. It's definitely not right. And don't forget, people, to like, comment down below, subscribe, and pray, man, that the Israel and Gaza conflict can be resolved soon, because we cannot suffer more losses and more people dying. I know this is based on the religion part, but like peace, people. Like, nah, man, nah.